The Beatitudes, Matthew chapter 5 verses 3 to 12. The heart Jesus calls blessed. Jesus said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you." The Beatitudes are Jesus' opening description of what life in God's kingdom looks like and who truly belongs in it. These are not commands to perform. They are not personality traits to imitate, but descriptions of the kind of heart that belongs to God's kingdom. Blessed does not mean happy. The Greek word makarios means deeply favored, aligned with God, spiritually fortunate, under God's approval. It does not mean cheerful all the time. It means you are in the right place with God, even if it doesn't look impressive outwardly. Blessed are the poor in spirit. This does not mean be insecure or think badly of yourself. What it actually means is spiritual humbleness, an awareness of dependence on God. It means, I know I am not self-sufficient. I need grace. This is the doorway into the kingdom. Not self-hatred, but humbleness. Blessed are those who mourn. A common misunderstanding is that God blesses sadness itself. What it represents is grieving over brokenness, sin, injustice, and suffering. This is not emotional fragility, numbness, or indifference. It is moral sensitivity. They are comforted because they see reality clearly. Blessed are the meek does not mean be passive or let people walk over you. It means strength under control. Meekness is power without domination. It is the opposite of aggression, not the absence of strength. Jesus himself was both meek and firm. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. This represents a deep longing for what is right, personally and socially. It is desire before achievement. It describes someone who cannot be satisfied with injustice or compromise. Blessed are the merciful. This is about a posture of compassion instead of revenge. It does not mean always excusing harm. Mercy is not the removal of boundaries, it is the refusal to retaliate. Blessed are the pure in heart. This is not about moral perfection. It is about undivided loyalty and inner integrity, a heart not split between God and ego. Purity here is about alignment, not flawlessness. Blessed are the peacemakers. This is not about keeping everyone calm. It is about actively working toward reconciliation rooted in truth. Peacemaking sometimes involves confrontation. It is not peacekeeping at any cost. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. This does not mean that any suffering automatically makes someone righteous. It refers to opposition that comes because you align with God's way, not persecution for arrogance, not backlash for cruelty, but the cost of faithfulness to what Jesus is doing. What ties them together? All the Beatitudes describe people who depend on God, care deeply about what is right, refuse domination, show mercy, value integrity, and accept the cost of truth. The Beatitudes describe the inner posture, the emotional reality, the relational stance, the moral hunger, the integrity, the social role, and the outcome. They move from inner transformation to outward consequence. This is not weakness. It is kingdom strength. Notice the deeper pattern. The first and last Beatitude both say, theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Everything in between describes the character of those living inside that kingdom. It begins with humbleness. It ends with endurance. What the Beatitudes are not. They are not a ladder to climb. They are not a checklist for earning heaven. They are not a demand to stay abused. They are not a call to be passive. They are a portrait of a transformed heart. The overall intent, Jesus is not giving rules. He is describing what the life of someone aligned with God actually looks like. It is not weakness. It is not passivity. It is not self-erasure. It is strength shaped by humbleness.